the Swan Lake lifestyle. My name's Olivia and I'm a lifelong ballerina and classical musician here to teach you how to dance ballet for free with no experience needed. Let's go ahead and get our dancing gear on and get started. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Just a quick note that if you are a new student here for the very first time, welcome. I do recommend that you check out my playlist above because each video in this free ballet course builds off of concepts learned in previous videos and I wouldn't want for you to feel lost. Now if you're a returning student, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's go ahead and get into today's lesson. So for today's lesson, we are going to learn about some more connecting steps at the center. These steps will be how to do a changé, how to do a pas de bourrée en tournant, as well as how to do a failli. So let's get into this material. So first up we have changé, which is essentially pivoting your body weight. The term itself needs to change and I'll show you why in a second. So a really classic example of a changé would be if you are at an arabesque and then you changé into having your leg out a la sequence. I'll demonstrate that now. So let's say we do a développé into an arabesque, and then we do a changé. We simply just pivot the body weight forward, like so. Next up we have pas de bourrée en tournant, which is a really interesting form of pas de bourrée. It's kind of like a spin actually, and you will need to spot for this pas de bourrée. And interestingly enough, there is also an en dehors and an dedans form for this motion. So let's go ahead and get into how to do it. So I think the easiest way to practice pas de bourrée en tournant is learning what you will be doing before actually turning, kind of like how you practice with our pirouettes of going up and down before actually turning. So let's go ahead and see what the different footwork will look like for each one. So for pas de bourrée en tournant, en dehors, which means away from the standing leg, you're going to start in a fifth position with your right leg to the front. You're going to brush your foot out into a tendu. So the working leg will be in tendu, standing leg will be in plie. You're going to close that leg back, take a step to the side, and then a step close front with that leg that brushed out, and plie. Okay, so I will mark it to the back as well. This is our wall number one and you're behind me in class. We'll start in fifth position, right leg to the front, facing wall number one. You're going to brush out, close back, step, close front, and you can kind of scoop your arms through first and end that way. So now it's time to put the spin aspect onto it. And remember to spot for this. So the way that that will look for the pas de bourrée en tournant en dehors is you're going to brush out, close. So when you close in that subsu, you're going to look forward. You're going to step off to the side and then step that one working leg back to the front and end. So if we do it a little bit faster, it'll be step, step, close. Okay? One more time. Brush out to the side. Step, step, close, okay? Now we can go ahead and do that to the left to make things even. Left foot to the front, brush out to the side, step, step, close, okay? And I'll show you to the back, for en dehors. Brush out to the side, step, step, close. Okay, so that is how you do pas de bourrée en tournant en dehors for the right and the left. Now, of course, it's time to do en dedans for the right and the left. So for en dedans, you're going to have the working leg start in the back. So for the right foot's in the back, you're going to brush out to the side and close front, step, close back. So again, that is the motion without the turn. Start in the back, brush side, front, side, back. Okay, so let's try that facing this way with the turn, okay? So right leg's in the back. This is our wall number one, side, front, step, back. Okay, let's try one more time. Brush to the side, front, step, back. Okay? Now let's try it to the left. So I'll mark it to the front to you. Left foot's in the back, brush out to the side, front, step, back. Okay, let's do it with wall number one as the screen. Okay, left leg's in the back, brush side, front, side, back. Okay, and for those of you who are feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can go ahead and try connecting these steps because You'll often see this in ballet or in different combinations, and it's kind of fun to try. So let's go ahead and actually try connecting the en dehors and en dedans to the right and to the left. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get a hang of, but I think you can do it. So let's go ahead and try it. So you can start fifth position, right leg close front, brush out, back, front, close. Then use the left leg, brush out, front, back, close. So that is how you connect them. I'll go ahead and do that with this as a wall number one. Right leg in the front, brush out, en dehors. 1, 2, close, en dedans. 1, 2, close. So that was for the right, let's try the left. Okay, left leg's in the front. We're going to do en dehors, so away from the standing leg. Brush out, back, front, close, en dedans. Right leg, 1, 2, close. All right, great job everyone. Feel free to rewind and try it again if needed. And finally for this lesson we have Failli. Failli is like, it translates to a yielding motion. It's a really good connecting step because it kind of allows the dancers a pause and can also have a really good opportunity for some artistry there. For example, like in Swan Lake, you might see dancers go like this, like I'll come to the side and Failli like that. But we can go ahead and do a bit of a simpler version. So we can go ahead and do a tendu. I'll just look out your hand, and then simply brush down into a long fourth and look over this way, okay? So that motion of kind of like going out and going in and landing in a long fourth, that would be a classic Failli motion, like you're giving way, and then from there, oftentimes dancers will go ahead and like go into some other motion to the side. It's a really beautiful motion and a small step that's often overlooked, so I think it's important to cover that in this class. I'll go ahead and turn around so you can see what it looks like with this as our wall number one. So let's say we're doing something tendu. You can brush through first and then land in a fourth position and kind of look over your shoulder. I think that looks very elegant. So that's to the right. Now you can try to the left. Let's say you're doing something in a tendu, and then you can brush through first and look over your shoulder. Now, when you brush the first into the long fourth, remember the turnout on your extended leg. So as you saw here, we're out in a tendu, you're brushing through first and landing. You see how I pivot this back leg? It doesn't end up like this. You want it to be turned out as with most things in ballet, okay? Let's go ahead and do the combination for this lesson. We will go ahead and start with the right foot in the front. We'll do our preparation. We'll do tendu to the side, Changé, tendu to the side, close front, pas de Bourrée En Tournant, close, then tendu, Failli, and then from there we'll go ahead and do a tendu, and kind of do like a little bit of a rond de jambe parterre, close back, okay? And then go ahead and start to the left. Let's go ahead and begin. Fantastic job, everyone. I'm so proud of you. Here's my regards to you. Thank you so much for dancing with me today. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you can stay in the loop for all my future videos. I'll go ahead and put down below what we will be learning in our next class. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Catch you later.